Hey guys! This week on Weapons Wednesday, we're taking a look at some items we've never reviewed before.
But before we begin, if you could just like this video and subscribe to our channel,
that would be awesome. So, last week, Amanda had a little surprise for me and shocked the absolute snot out of me with a Spotlight stun gun, and she barely touched me. Oh, jeez! Oh!
I was honestly very proud of him because Kyle wouldn't even do it. As some of the comments on that video have said.
That was a good one. And then me and Kyle did rock, paper, scissors the next week, and he got me with that comfort grip stun gun.
Yeah.
And a surprise attack that was also pretty good. So, no more shocking. I need to not be shocked for a little while.
Okay.
All right. So we're taking a look at some items this week that we have never reviewed on video before, but have been on the website for a little while.
Yes. So, with the first weapon, this one is actually pretty cool. It is the Ninja Combat Tanto. So if you just take a look at that, it looks pretty interesting. So it comes with a sheath, obviously. It has a, would you say that's a woven belt?
Yeah, so this is the woven nylon. Ah, it's like a seat belt almost.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I like when they do a soft part for the belt loop and then on a hard clip-in type sheath.
Yeah.
And this is a Ninja Tanto, so it's got some hidden features. You want to tell us about them, or should I do it?
Yes. All right. So, first off, I think it's really cool. They have little throwing spikes in there, and they are pretty decently sharp,
These
too.
are super sharp. Do you know anybody that can actually throw a ninja throwing spike?
No.
I have. Every year we take we throw stuff for the Christmas party every year, and then the throwing spikes are the most difficult.
And nobody can do it.
Nobody's good at it, especially after they've had a glass of Christmas nog.
You mean their Christmas spirit?
The Christmas spirit. Once they get a little Christmas spirit in them, there's no landing a spike.
Yeah. And then, because, yeah, it's like they're easily sharp, too. Just...
Yeah, they're like little needles.
Yeah. Super pointed tips.
But if you're looking to stick something, 5-point throwing star, that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm. And then show off what you found out that I didn't even notice.
So I was looking at this thing and I go, what is in here? And it's a whole rack of tashabishi, little caltrops. So these are going to mess your feet up when you're running. Someone's chasing you and you go, whoosh-ah!
Yes.
And then these are worse than Legos if you're going to step on something.
Yeah.
And these are little mini ones, but they'd still make it through. They'd make it through a thin-soled shoe.
And if somebody's chasing you, throwing it right behind them would be.
Yeah, or throwing their eyes, cha like that. Oh, and we sell big ones of these too, like that'll get your tires right.
Yeah.
We sell some monsters if you look up caltrops on the site. But this one comes with some little mini ones.
And how many does it come with?
Let's see here. It comes with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. It looks like.
Awesome.
Yeah, so 10 little caltrops.
Yeah.
Got some throwing spikes. Got a great case. And it is
a very unique blade. To be honest, I don't really consider it a Tanto quite as much, but it's a very nice blade overall.
Tanto shaped if you rounded it off.
Yes.
And it's the total blade length on that's about 6.5 inches. Total length of the whole thing, just under 11 inches. So it's a pretty good sized knife.
Yeah.
And it weighs just about 6.5 ounces.
And then for the scales on here, I would say it's like an ABS plastic.
Yeah, this is like it's a plastic thing. And then this was another one that I was like, this handle's a little weird and it has a little thing to it. And then we discovered that there's another blade.
That's the part that I didn't even notice. Yeah.
There's another blade hidden in the back of it. Because I didn't quite get like what was going on with the handle. We inspect everything pretty carefully. So this is not sharp, but it's a pointy, and you could still stab with it. You
can also sharpen it too if you want.
You can sharpen anything.
Yes.
Almost everything on our website can be made sharper.
And then I'm assuming it obviously has a black finish on it. I'm guessing that is a 3CR13 stainless steel. And then it has the nice jimping, so in reverse that's comfortable. And in forward grip, that's comfortable.
Yeah.
And I like up here because you're not going to accidentally hit yourself with the blade.
Right.
Smaller hands are perfect. What about for you?
No, it feels great for me. It's a little on the small side. It's not a jumbo knife.
Yeah.
Which I think we've got a jumbo knife coming up next week.
Yes.
It's not a jumbo knife. It's a pretty medium sized knife, and I think it's pretty cool.
I do too.
Well, let's move on to the next item. It's only so much we can say about a ninja knife, right? It's got lots of
cool little features on it.
Lots of cool little features.
All right, and for this next one, a combative made one, they are the diamond grip batons.
Ooh.
On KarateMart, we sell the blue version and then the black version. On combative, we sell a gold, a silver, a red, and a green one too.
All the color options.
Yes.
Yes. And then these guys come with a little side holster.
And they're pretty like sturdy too. They're not
Yeah.
gonna fall off on you.
Yeah, no, these are good. These are good holsters.
And then
with the little Velcro on them.
Yes, and then obviously with the belt loop.
But these are, just batons.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good sized baton. And then this is actually pretty big. Mm-hmm. How big are these when you extend them?
It is just under 31 inches.
So this is a full size.
Yeah.
This is a full size. Because remember when we did our favorites?
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I got the little baby one. These are the full size daddies.
Yes.
And then, so we machined these out in the shop. They got this little diamond grip on them. It's got a pretty good grip on it. What does it say? We got the details here.
Yes.
31 inches overall, under a foot when it's fully closed. So it's
Yeah.
actually not that big closed.
No, it'd be easy to carry on the side of your body.
Yes, and weighs about 1.5 pounds. So it's got plenty of beef
Yeah.
for pop, pop. I mean, like for going to town.
And then it also has the steel shafts, which are also very nice.
Yeah, the hardened steel on these guys, and then just swinging this thing out. It's such a dramatic, like that. Oh, look, I spoke softly, and suddenly I have a big stick.
Yeah.
Right?
And then these are a machined diamond grip design on there. And then this is an aluminum casing as well.
Yep. Yeah, these are cool. Color options on combative.
Yes.
Check them out there.
I would say we should test one real quick.
You want to test one?
Real quick and see.
Okay, give it a swing.
Because honestly, that is one of the things that people ask with our personal stuff is, does it break easily?
Oh, yeah, you can't. You're not going to break these.
Yeah. So, obviously, if I opened it correctly, there's no damage at all.
No, they're hardened steel. These are hardened steel, and you're ostensibly going to be using them against an attacker. And I would say this is going to hold up to, some ne'er-do-well's skull pretty well.
Yes,
Right?
that's very fair.
The head's going to lose every time to one of these. I'm no expert, but guessing. Okay, cool. So that's the batons. And then up next, we have this, which is, what is this one called? The Dark Assassin Boot Knife.
Yes.
So this guy, I know you had some choice things to say about. It's got the little injection molded clip-in case, which I kind of dig the clip-in cases more than I like that, right? The click.
Because it's just not going to fall on you.
Because it's not going to fall out. You don't have to fiddle with the snap or the Velcro or the leather, whatever. It's pretty secure. And it's got a nice little sturdy clip on it.
Yeah.
Cool little blade. But there's some things we didn't love.
So it is a 3CR13 stainless steel with a black finish. And it is sharp and it is pointed, which obviously is nice. It does have comfortable G10 scales and it is full tang as well, so I will give it that. But holding it, you can't really figure it out very well.
Yeah, so I'll show you guys this in my hand here, that the way that these finger holes are lined up, it puts your fingers in kind of a weird, position there. There's jimping on this side. You can switch it around. There's jimping on this side, but you're still doing that with your fingers.
Yeah.
And so it makes me go well, how am I actually supposed to, I would want it to go this way, right? But that's not how it goes. So you hold it this way, which turns it into a pinky up, very delicate, I don't know, I'm doing sushi or some very delicate knife work. It'd be a tough one to attack with. And then you don't get you don't have this thing to cover your fingers either. You just end up with a weird hand position.
Yeah, and even for smaller hands like mine, which typically these fit much better, it's still really awkward for me. Because like for him, he had the 3 fingers like that. Since I have smaller hands, my pinky is right at the end.
Yeah.
So like it's just kind of awkward because I have like all 4 in kind of the same area, which makes it really awkward for me.
So I wouldn't maybe rely on this one to carry around with me, but it's cool looking.
It's definitely something I would say you can hang on your wall or...
It's a collector. It's kind of an oddity maybe, a unique.
The blade length on this one is just under 3 inches. The total length is approximately 6.5 inches, and it weighs just under 3 ounces. So it is a very light knife.
Yeah, no, very light. Cool little case. Kind of a weird shape though.
Yes.
For me.
Could have been designed a little differently.
Could have been designed a little differently. Well, that's true for a lot of things, I think.
That's fair.
And we got one item left.
Yes.
This guy, the Twisted Blade Dagger.
Yes. That one we've had for a very, very, very long time. It's kind of the same as the Ninja Combat Tanto. It has that like fitted sheath, and it has like that cloth casing on it.
Yeah,
so,
just that woven nylon kind of thing for your belt loop.
And I mean, technically, the way that it is designed, you could technically make it a boot knife, but that's like on your, like...
Yeah, this is giving me the 90s when you had Doc Martens with 300 holes on them that went all the way up your thigh. You could lace it into that. Pretty big for a boot knife, though.
Yes. So...
But if you open her up...
There we go.
It's got the coolest blade.
Yes. And this one's actually unique because like how most of them are, that they're not sharpened.
Yes.
This one actually has sharpened blades.
So this guy has got an edge and it's got 4 edges. So a lot of them are like a triangle type blade. This one's got 4 edges on it. They're sharpened all the way through. And then what I thought was really interesting with this was the construction, is I really examined it and I am confident that they made this and then twisted it after they made it. Like some of them, they machine out that pattern. This one, the drill holes, like the venting here, the holes are stretched a little bit, right? They're like, ooh, they all have that little crank on them.
Yeah.
So I think that they made this, drilled it, and then twisted it, which I think is a super cool way to do it.
Yeah.
It's got that's such a mean blade. And it's almost just under 12 inches. So this is just under a foot of blade on this guy.
Yeah.
And then the overall in it, 16.5 inches.
Yeah. Which I think is very sturdy for one. And then also, I'm not entirely sure. This could be an aluminum casing, I think.
It's aluminum, and it has a little compartment here.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool. Yeah, you can just keep like... I don't even know what you'd keep in a push dagger.
So this, I'm going to go, normally I would think survival stuff, but this isn't this is a sword for witchcraft, or this is a knife for warlocks to carry. So probably some spell casting herbs in there. Eye of Newt.
Yes. And then it also has a nice glass breaker on there, and then it also has a lanyard hole on it too. Because like this one... That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
that would
that's pretty
hurt.
solid. Little steel nub on there. But it's mean. That's a mean little twisted blade dagger.
And like for being how inexpensive it is, with how unique it is with the features, I think it's really awesome.
And this one's actually a little more unique because it lacks, a lot of them are like, they're two-toned, and I like that this one, these are removable, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
You could take these off. They're just like O-rings that they machined a groove in there. So you get the kind of whole silver thing, which a lot of these kind of more fantasy type knives, they're black or they have a certain look to them, and this one's a little more industrial, a little more techno, I think, than some of the other ones that are like kind of dragon, scorpion, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So this one's got an interesting vibe, an interesting 4-sided blade that is very sharp, and a little compartment to hide, I don't know, something additionally evil.
And then it also just weighs just under a pound too, so it's definitely not heavy at all.
Yeah, no, it's a cool knife. It's a really cool knife. I like it.
Well, I do think that is it for this week.
No shocking surprises?
No shocking surprises this
Good
week.
job. I just couldn't put up with another electrocution.
So with that, if you guys could go to the community tab and vote for which one you like best, that'd be very appreciative. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel, and then check out KarateMart.com because we have all sorts of new and old awesome weapons on the site. But until next week, we'll see you Weapons Wednesday.